Starting right now, do something, anything on a consistent basis to move forward your dreams. My friends, markets are closed today. It's Washington's birthday. That is the reason that the markets are not open. They will be open again on Tuesday. We're going to have a short trading week this week, but I want to use this time with you to focus on what really counts. And it is, are you spending just a few minutes a day with us? That's all we ask. Print out those daily market worksheets. Fill those out after the show on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then after the show on Friday, fill out that weekly market worksheet. You can do that while you listen to the show. At the end of today's training, I'm going to put at the end of the show the 3 trainings that we have on how to use the daily market worksheet, weekly market worksheet, and trade worksheets. Those will supercharge your training. Every time you do a practice trade or a fractional trade, you fill out that trade worksheet. I want you to make sure you get the nuances of the market, and you will get that by filling out those worksheets. You can do that while you are listening to and watching the show. If you will just do it, just commit yourself to do it for 2 weeks and see if it's not worth its weight in gold. If it's not, stop it. But if it is, do it every day. I don't care if you get up at 3 in the morning after a couple hours of sleep and do this for 15 minutes, but you got to do it every single day. I just can't emphasize that enough. If you haphazardly do this, if you let other things in life take you away from it, again, we are what? We are what we consistently do. People who are in shape because they consistently do what it takes to be in shape. People who lose weight and stay thin maintain that weight by consistently doing what they're supposed to do. If any of you have struggled with drugs or alcohol, you know that if you consistently resist that urge and focus on your health, you are not, well, I know you still classify yourself as an addict, but you're not acting like an addict. Now, for us, 10 to 15 minutes a day, that's all we do. We don't do it overboard because you will burn yourself out, and you don't have to do that. It's like people who hurt themselves from too much working out, people who get anorexic because they diet too much. You can take things too far. And if you burn that candle at both ends, you'll quickly give up on this. You'll get frustrated and you'll stop. You will have successes and failures. When the market's going up, everybody's a genius. When the tide's coming in, all the boats are floating and you think that you're the king of the world. And then when the tide goes out and you can't recognize it and your boat sinks and you wonder what's going on, how do I stop this? Again, it's consistent training, Please, we give you everything you need. We spoon feed it to you every day in the trainings. Of course, if you want to purchase the book, that's great. If you want to be a Patreon supporter, that's great. But if you're just starting off, just do this. Just listen to the show. Fill out your trade worksheets when you do a practice trade, your daily market worksheet. All of those are in your show notes in that weekly market worksheet after we do the show, the weekly review and forecast on Friday. All you got to do. It will come. I promise you, it will come. Do your practice trades. When you start getting really good, you do the fractional trading. That is where you have just a small amount of money. You buy a fractional piece of a share. So instead of spending $392.64, maybe you just buy a fractional share of SPY at $100, and then you see how good you do when you have your weekly vertical crossovers or your 2-day recrosses. And again, you take the trainings, you make sure you understand what the price percent oscillator is, how it is a lagging indicator, how it is basically a percentage version of the moving average convergence divergence indicator, understanding what it does, that you have to have a trending market for it to really work. If the market's slipping sideways, price percent oscillator gets all goofy. And again, what we need for the price percent oscillator work is a trending market. Of course, the derivative oscillator that we use in conjunction with it is a leading indicator. It's a triple smooth version of the relative strength index. Understand the Bollinger Bands. Understand how all of this comes together. Heiken Ashi candlesticks, all this stuff. Again, don't worry about grasping all of it right away. Just start, listen, do the work, and it will all come together. And the next thing you know, you'll start getting it. You'll start seeing how this works. Yes, you can apply what we teach you to any stock or ETF you're interested in if it is backtrackable, and you can actually go back in time and find valid weekly vertical crossovers and potentially two-day recrosses. You don't have to demand too much from these stocks or ETFs. All you need from them is reliable weekly vertical crossovers, a few of those a year. And when they work, and particularly if they even give you some beautiful two-day recrosses, those are even more beautiful. That's what you're looking for, my friends. We keep it simple. We keep it direct. We trend follow. We look for trends that work. Hope you're having a blessed day. I can't wait to get back with you tomorrow with a real report. We always love to hear from you. You'll see in the show notes today, I am requesting if there's any special trainings that you want in addition to those that we put out all the time. If there are things that seem to be missing, things you don't quite understand, then of course, please request that material from us. You can text that to me. The number is in the show notes. I appreciate everyone who's already made their submissions. And again, we take all of those seriously, and we will get on it. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.